Good morning, children. Today I am going to teach a new lesson, The Master Artist, which is written by Carol Moore. Before getting into the class, let's talk about artists, paintings, and so on. Okay. Do you know any types of paintings? Yes, I know a lot. Especially, I like glass paintings. Have you ever participated in any painting competition? I hope you might have participated in such kinds of competitions, isn't it? Okay, let me tell more about paintings. Painting is the practice of applying paint, pigment, color, or other medium to a solid surface. Some of the tools used are brushes, sponges, knives, airbrushes, and so on. Solid surfaces can be walls, paper, canvas, wood, glass, lacquer, pottery, leaves, copper, and concrete. As we all know, the great painting of Mona Lisa, which was painted by the great artist Leonardo da Vinci, the great artist of 14th century. The painting is probably of the Italian noblewoman Lisa Carradine. It has been believed to have been painted between the year of 1503 and 1506. Mona Lisa is the one of the most valuable paintings in the world. It holds the Guinness World Record for the highest known insurance valuation at $100 million in 1962, but it is equivalent to $660 million in 2019. Okay, children. Now we are going to see all artistic techniques which was used by a master artist in 12th century. Let's see what that master artist paint at last. Before that, let me go through the author Carol Moore. Carol Moore is an author and the creator of the site Children's Storybooks Online. She created the site to fulfill her lifelong dream of writing stories for children. She also illustrates stories for children. She was an American educator, writer, and an advocate for children's libraries. She wanted children to be treated as individuals, and so she wanted that the books for children should be well written. Some of her famous books are Roads to Childhood, Reading for Pleasure, The Three Horses, etc. In the year 1932, Moore received a special award of the Diploma of Honor. Okay, children, let me summarize the story first. Monsieur Abbé was the master artist who was going to retire in the month of May 1392. Bartoli was the rich Italian patron and asked Abbé to paint his portrait. First he refused, later on he changed his mind and accepted to paint the portrait. So Abbé and Bartoli signed the contract. Abbé needed total privacy for his artist techniques because he would like to paint the portrait by his own way. He even asked Bartoli to stay away from his portrait and threw a high curtain in front of the wall. He used the best materials for painting. After 6 months, Bartoli saw his portrait. He did not like his portrait because Abbé had painted the modern form of Cubism art, which was developed by Pablo Picasso. It was modern art with geometric plane and shapes. But he did not like his portrait and so he shouted with frustration. Monsieur Signolobe had been a master artist of his day and in 1392 was ready to retire when in the month of May Giuliano Bartoli, a rich Italian patron, sent for him. On his arrival, Bartoli said, "I had like a portrait of myself on the wall of my dining hall." where everyone can see it. Would you paint it? The wall is 20 feet tall. Monsieur Signelobe, where Monsieur means Mr. Signelobe, who was the master and best artist in 1392. He was about to retire in the year of 1392 in the month of May. Giuliano Bartoli, who was a rich Italian patron, which means a person who supports artists and writers. Bartoli wanted Abbe to paint a portrait of himself on a wall in the dining room of his house. The wall was 20 feet tall, so he asked Abbe for his acceptation. Monsieur Lobe looked thoughtful for a moment and then shook his head. I am sorry, but I don't think so. I am ready to retire, so I am not available for hire. However, seeing the disappointment in Signer Bartoli's eyes, he continued, well, there is a possibility if you think you can allow me to use my abilities to the fullest. If you let me find out how far I can go as an artist, not for money, mind you, but for food and a bed instead. You need not even pose because my memory is excellent. Already I can see your portrait in my mind, but I insist, Signor Bertoli, that while I work, your portrait must remain hidden even from you. Here, Abhay thought for a while and refused as he was ready for his retirement, but changed his mind when he noticed Bertoli's disappointment. He also added a lot of restriction, like Abhay did not want money, but food and bed instead. Did not want Bertoli to pose as he had very good memory and wanted his portrait to be hidden even from Bertoli. Bertoli could not see his portrait until when it is completed. How strange, thought the patron, but he also thought about how highly the artist had been recommended. Of course, he said, anything you wish, but I insist at least upon paying you something for your effort. Let's draw up a contract. Bartoli felt weird about his restriction, but on the other hand, it seems rich idea. So Bartoli accepted and were about to make a contract. Bartoli felt bad for not paying anything for Abbe's work, so he decided to pay something for his work. Now a glint came to Monsieur Lawbe's eyes as he gazed upon that 20-foot tall wall and that of all that space, such a wonderful space to give his imagination wings, because unknown to Signor Bartoli or indeed anyone else, for all of his career of 45 years, Monsieur Lobe had longed to paint in his own way. And what way was that? Certainly not the popular styles of the time. No, Monsieur Signe Lobe had hungered to break free of restraints. But the guild, his graft and livelihood would never have allowed it. So he followed their rules, although he was never proud of it. Of course, he didn't reveal this to Signor Bartoli. Here, Bartoli shows Abbe the 20 feet tall wall. Seeing that, glint came in his eyes, which means sudden brightness in his eyes, showing happiness or excitement. He thought to give his imagination wings, which means allow his imagination to work freely so that he could paint the portrait the way he liked. He longed to paint in his own way. He hadn't tried this in his 45 years of experience. He had hungered to break free of restraints, which means wanted badly to break free from traditional art forms. He just wanted to break all the rules and wanted to paint without limits. He wanted to test his skills without any rules, but he didn't reveal this to Bartoli. Signing the contract, they sealed the agreement. Immediately, the master artist threw a high curtain in front of the wall, a curtain through which Signor Bartoli could not see at all. He tried to peek, but Monsieur Lobe insisted on total privacy for his artistic techniques. Now the contract was ready and both were agreed for the rules and regulations. All of the sudden, Abbe drew a large high curtain in front of the wall, which Batroli could not see at all. He tried to peek, but Abbe wanted total privacy for his artistic techniques. A week passed. How is it coming along? Asked the hopeful Ziegner Batroli. Answering him from behind the curtain, Monsieur Lobe said, "It's coming along quite well. You know, at the age of 8, I was apprenticed to the great Ambrogio Lorenzetti. I could ever dishonor his name. He taught me the art of grinding pigment, laying plaster, sometimes slowly, sometimes faster. He taught me how to draw and, most importantly, not to hurry. Ziegner Bartoli, a masterpiece, takes a while at least." It's almost a week past. Bartoli asked Abbe, "How is it coming along?" As he was very excited, Abbe answered behind the curtain, saying, "It's coming along quite well." He said that at the age of 8, he was apprentice, which means a person who works for an employer mainly to learn the skills required for a particular job, to Ambrogio Lorenzetti, who is an Italian painter who worked in 14th century. Ambrogio taught Abbe about the grinding pigment, which means colored powder that is mixed with liquid to produce paint, and laying plaster, which means mixture of sand and cement put on walls and ceilings to give them a smooth surface. He also taught him how to draw, not to hurry, and so on. He also added Batroli not to hurry as a masterpiece takes a while. Reluctantly, Signor Batroli withdrew. A month passed. How is it coming along? Signor Batroli asked. Here Batroli nodded. Now it's almost a month past. Batroli asked again. Okay children, that's it. That's for today's class. Let's see what did Abbe answer for Batroli's question in upcoming classes. Thank you.